Hello, Liberty Team and family. This is Dr. Ivey, the Executive Director. And as your proud lead learner for LSC and our Chief Reminder Officer, I am excited to take this opportunity to share an important organizational update with you that will outline an exciting new development strategy that we are implementing here at LSC this school year to become smarter and a more healthy organization. You see, we realize that if LSC is going to truly redefine what excellence in public education looks like across our community, then we have to prioritize the single greatest lever in transforming the world of work to get us there, which is organizational health. You see, in the late spring of last school year, our board of directors and senior network team members enlisted the support of the table group to help us get there. And getting there means a healthier organization. A healthier organization means that we are going to create more cohesive teams across LSC that redistribute leadership responsibilities to become better managers of the work that we are entrusted with leading in our organization. As part of the timeline for this multi-year commitment, LSC network leaders and board directors will come together for 3 offsites a year to create and implement and refine a roadmap to success in 6-month increments that's called a rally cry. The rally cry is centered around a thematic goal. The thematic goal is really just that. It is a goal that provides a theme, a clear sense of the overriding number one objective for a given period of time that breaks down silos across our organization and allows everyone to see their job as around doing something in common with others across the organization. For our board of directors, for our faculty and staff, for our parents, and even the scholars who we are so fortunate to serve. In our rally cry, we attempt to clarify who we are, why do we exist, what do we want, and how we as the adults who were entrusted with this work are going to behave to get us there. Since May of last school year, our senior network team and board of directors have worked through 1 offsite to date, but have had several opportunities to reconvene and to collaborate and refine the organization's key priorities for the first 6 months of this new school year, hence our thematic goal. The one thing that we all as an organization will rally around for the first 6 months of the school year. We got to get this right in the first 6 months of the 3rd year of Liberty's operation. Why? Because this is a crucial year in our history, as it is going to be the first year that our scholars participate in state standardized testing. The goal is truly simple. We want to achieve a mark of excellence from the South Carolina Department of Education to affirm that the Liberty educational model, as unique as it is truly making a difference in the lives of the children that we serve, both qualitatively and quantitatively. But we want to achieve this goal without compromising the true Liberty brand that makes our learning community so very special. Even more important now than ever before, since we have not 1 campus, but 2. So allow me to take some time to share with you the various parts of the document that's in front of you that is called our rally cry, so you too can rally with us. Our thematic goal, as outlined at the top of the document in front of you, for the first 6 months of the school year is 2 campuses, 1 brand, delivering excellence in public education across Sumter. Because we are 1 team with 1 plan and 1 goal in mind. So who are we? LSC is comprised of 102 hungry, humble, and smart individuals working cohesively together, guided by 1 mission as an enterprise that demands excellence in education for all children in which we serve, as measured by 5 key areas. Number 1, college and career readiness. Number 2, operational excellence. Number 3, mission alignment. Number 4, financial strength. And last but not least, number 5, a winning culture. So what's the plan? we are going to rally around 5 specific pillars that are the heart of our first rally cry. So let's take a look at each of these 5 pillars. The first one is to grow financial strength. It's no secret that Liberty STEAM Charter success is not only a testament to our amazing faculty and staff, but to the generous donors in our community who believe in disrupting the status quo in our shared demand for excellence in public education through their generous donations. In short, they put their money where their mouth is. Did you know that last year, Liberty's donors had to shore up a little over $3,000 per scholar to balance per pupil spending with our growing expenditures? We're now working as a part of this rally cry with additional external stakeholders through LSC's philanthropic partner, the Coyote Foundation, right here in Sumter, to refine our pitch to take the Liberty story, mission, and model nationally to foundations and let our transformational results speak for themselves. But in order to do this, we always have to keep a pulse on becoming better stewards of the public funds that we are entrusted with. And we are committed to doing all of this while continuing to be a top tier 1 compliant charter school through our authorizer. We have, as you see outlined in the first defining objective document, which is championed by Gifford Shaw, our managing director of development and finance, the ambitious goal to raise several $100,000 by the end of our first rally cry, which ends in December. You also see there are several key milestones, and we have a 30, 60, 90-day plan that will get us there. Let's move on to the second part of our rally cry document, pillar number 2, which is implementing the Collective Leadership Institute principles championed by yours truly, Dr. Ivey. This year, as a part of the rally cry, we will rally around this idea of collective leadership because you don't need a title in order to lead. We are proud to be one of 12 schools designated a Collective Leadership Institute school, a CLI school in short, by the South Carolina Department of Education. Through this year-long commitment, LSC will bring more teachers to the table than leaders to solve identified problems of practice. This will, in essence, shift the mindset of everyone at LSC that you don't need a title in order to lead. Thus, truly, we all are in it together attitude. With our CLI initiative, we will expand our personalized professional development pathways this year to include Excellence 101 that focuses on building capacity of teachers through T-like strategies. Excellence 102 that breaks down effective instruction as measured by our guideposts for excellent teaching. And the newly established Excellence 103, where participants will be able to earn micro-credentials to demonstrate their own expertise as assessed by outside individuals in certain areas of teaching and learning that they themselves will select to work on through the year. You also see in this document that we have several other key milestones tied to our implementation of the Liberty Educator Effectiveness Assessment pathways, as well as our feedback cycles through Whetstone. And you'll also see that a big goal of this part of the rally cry is to organize and implement a Liberty Instructional Leadership 101 cohort for those individuals in the organization that aspire to step out of the classroom or out of their work area and to move into a leadership role. This is going to be tracked through CLI survey data as well as excellence pathway assessments and evaluations. But hear me when I say this. One of the big goals of CLI is to establish hybrid teacher leadership positions so that teachers don't necessarily have to leave the classroom in order to lead. So let's go to the third pillar of our rally cry, which is to leverage operational efficiency. Our operations team at both campuses, led by the managing director of operations, has the charge to block and tackle for our teachers and academy leaders so that they can lead the instructional charge and not have the tasks of all things related to outside of teaching and learning. These things, called operations, ensure that the school runs smoothly. Chief among this, as part of our rally cry this year, is to increase the strength of our family recruitment practices, ensure that we are able to cook, to prepare, to serve our own meals on campus to scholars, to hold parents accountable for high attendance expectations, and maintain enrollment throughout the year at our key driver of 575 scholars. This will be measured weekly through a data tracker with all key metrics. That will be championed by our Managing Director of Operations, Dixie Hardy. So let's move on to the fourth pillar, which is all about progress monitoring so that we are going to hit the 85% proficiency. This year, we will be implementing a network-wide progress monitoring system that will occur at the end of every week for scholars in both reading and math at both academy campuses so that we know who didn't master the skills taught that week and who did so that on-the-spot remediation and acceleration can occur through more differentiated supports the following week. This will be tracked through a progress monitoring dashboard with the goal of 80% of scholars meeting mastery each week. You see that we have several key milestones as a part of the 30, 60, 90-day implementation of this rally cry principle, and it's all centered around collecting data each week that assesses whether or not children mastered the skill or concept that was taught that particular week. The final part of our rally cry pillars is scaling up our multi-tiered systems of support. Now, this is not new, and our goal this year is to scale it up so that we can truly monitor more meaningfully scholar progress on a regular basis and not just solely rely on the 3 times a year in which we are collecting that benchmark data through the MAP, the measures of academic progress. This year, we are going to rally around MTSS to ensure that scholars who need the additional support are actually going to get that remediation or acceleration services they need in order to move to the next level. This will be tracked through a monthly dashboard with the goal each month that 80% of our MTSS initiatives be on track. One thing that I'll call your attention to, as you may have seen in each one of these championed documents, is that there are clear markers of each week as we report out on Mondays, whether that pillar is red, whether it is yellow, or whether it is green. Every Monday, our senior network leaders meet for their tactical, and this will truly drive the discussion in our tactical so that we are keeping a pulse check on what we have identified as the most important key strategic priorities of the organization for the first 6 months of the school year. We'll shout out whether it's red, yellow, or green each Monday with clear data points. And for those defining objectives, for those pillars that are not on track, we'll stop. We'll have a discussion. We will pivot. We will problem solve through our OCS, outcome cause solution model, so that we can get back on track. The MTSS pillar will be championed by Mrs. Tanya Peckham, while the progress monitoring pillar will be championed by Sally Harris. So let's go back to our rally cry document again so that you can see everything in one page. So here you have it, the 5 pillars of our rally cry: scaling up MTSS, implementing progress monitoring with fidelity, implementing collective leadership, leveraging operational efficiency, and growing financial strength. Those are the 5 pillars of our one plan, one team, one goal model, so that everybody in the organization, all 102 of us, are hungry, humble, and smart, rowing in the same direction with this goal to earn a mark of excellence through a good or excellent school report card rating this year. Why is this important? It can't be important because Dr. Ivey is saying it is important. It can't be important because just our board of directors is saying that it is important. These are the 5 things that we've got to get right as we go from one campus to 2 campuses so that we are implementing the one true Liberty brand, which is going to have a kids first mindset as we scale up to multiple campuses. So, in order to rally around these pillars, we as an organization have to clarify for everybody to know what our purpose is. And our purpose is to be a proof point in public education that focuses on changing the narrative for what is possible for all children, not just a select few, but for all children that we serve by serving families in rural and economically disadvantaged neighborhoods with the goal of uplifting the entire community through better educational opportunities for children. Now, how are we going to do that? We do that through our unique educational model, which is centered around providing a high quality STEAM based education with academically rigorous learning experiences that will build our scholars' capacity to take on the high wage jobs that our community right here in Sumter offers. Doing all of this will move us further in our shared vision. Our shared vision, which is to become Sumter's best public education choice and a top 10 school in the state of South Carolina. The adults that are charged with this work, us, we are key to making this happen. And we have to believe, we have to emulate these 3 core values: making the impossible possible, urgently pursuing excellence, and being the joy. Because when we do all of this, then we can achieve what you see at the bottom of this document, which is nicely portrayed in a visual mathematical equation. All of our driver goals, and when they are all added up and averaged out to be, is what this output on the right side, which is to earn a good or excellent school report card rating from the South Carolina Department of Public Education. We want to be a champion for all children that we serve in this community, because kids only get one shot at a K-12 education. And the sense of urgency behind our work has never been more important this particular school year. And it takes all of us to get there. So I invite each of you to truly become one of those 102 individuals that are charged with implementing this shared vision to truly become hungry, humble, and smart, so that we are liberty change agents charged with the liberty difference. If you have any questions or feedback, we welcome that. As you know, as part of our rally cry, you will have an opportunity to participate throughout the school year in what's called all calls. And that is not just for faculty and staff, but that's also for parents and our board of directors. And there will be all calls once a quarter where we put our rally cry up and we share where we are on our plan, whether we're red, yellow, or green, and answer questions from those that are doing the work. That's our faculty and staff and our parents and our board of directors, so that there is this shared accountability around a clear set of defining objectives outlined in our rally cry, center around one thematic goal, which is 2 campuses, 1 brand, delivering excellence in public education across Sumter. So what's next? We just had our first all call with staff last week. Our parents will have their first all call at the first quarter parent-teacher organization meeting. We will be sharing our first set of results on our red, yellow, green matrix under one plan at our September 26th Board of Directors meeting. And you can expect to receive periodic updates from me, your lead learner, through a dashboard so that you can monitor our metrics every week and that you don't have to wait until our all call. What will come after Christmas break is the opportunity for our campus academy leaders to be trained in the tabletop protocol so that we will revisit this rally cry and we will decide what will be the next thematic goal, or will this one be expanded or extended, I should say. And the goal is by the second offsite, which is happening in a couple of weeks, we will have our first set of data that is ready to be shown for all to see. And then our third offsite after Christmas, our campus academy leaders will be trained in the protocol. And then we'll have our final offsite at the end of the school year, which is when we will start to invite teacher leaders to be a part of being trained in the protocol. But this will end this time next year with everybody in the organization being trained in the protocol so that we, again, are all rowing in one direction. We are all speaking with one voice, which this rally cry document affords us the opportunity to do so. I cannot be any more excited that we have this rally cry. I cannot be more excited to be doing the work with you. Some of the most hardworking and dedicated individuals that truly want to change the face of public education in our community that we both share an equal amount of love for. And for our parents who entrusted us the opportunity to have the choice for public education of their scholar to be at Liberty. And so I am ready to roll up my sleeves and to embody a whatever it takes attitude this year. And I invite you to join me in making the impossible possible, urgently pursuing excellence, and being the joy. Have a great rest of your day, and you can reach me if you have any questions about our rally cry via cell 803-316-7849, email tivey@libertysteamcharter.org, or you can book office hours with me through the booking link in my email signature. All right, take care, everybody.